Viewers, good evening and welcome to today's URMtv news. With me, Ukash Radio Magama. First, the headlines. House of Representatives called Dangote and Lafarge cement factories to order over the rapid increase in the price of cement. Bauchi Governor Bala Muhammad Abdul Qadr to collaborate with sister states to boost agriculture in the northeastern region. Bauchi State Government to establish $50 billion tin and columbite factory in Toro local government. And many more. Stay tuned. And now the news in full. The Nigerian lawmakers have summoned major cement factories in the country to provide documentation and the cost of production to justify the price of cement in the market. The summons was made during a public hearing questioning Dangote Cement Company and Lafarge Africa PLC in Abuja by Jonathan Gaza, the chairman of the Joint Committee of the House of Representatives investigating the arbitrary rise of cement price in the country. The committee, after going through their documents to ascertain the cost of production and determine a fair price for cement, said to have interest in the cost of production from 2020 to date that justify the current price of cement, which is over 10,000 in most parts of the country. Gaza also maintained that the committee is interested in knowing the daily average consumption of coal, gas, gypsum, limestone, clay, and laterite, and the average daily production of cement from 2020 to date, as well as providing details of all imported components for the production of cement and their prices from 2020 to date.
Housing gap of over 16 to 20 million in Nigeria, you will know that cement plays an integral and critical role in the economic well-being of our country. I was reading somewhere today, and the Minister of Housing said that the Nigerian people will be needing at least 5 trillion annually to address the housing shortages.
During the hearing, Honorable Haruna Ismail Dabo raised concern about the increased profit of Dangote Cement Company despite being able to source most of its raw material locally. He mentioned that the company declared a profit of 554 billion naira in 2022, 553 billion in 2023, and 166 billion in 2024, emphasizing that the rising cement price are negatively impacting Nigerians while benefiting producers.
You see, the fundamental problems that we are facing now in this country is as the result of unnecessary increment in prices of commodities. And these commodities, most of the raw materials that are being used to produce these items are found in this country. You don't import them.
Earlier, the group managing director of Dangote Cement Company, Arvind Patak, said the 95% of the production costs are either imported or linked to forex. He explained that there had been between 100 and 333% in the price of the major cement input materials like gas, agro, gypsum, imported coal, spare parts, new trucks, tire, and petrol, among others. The Bauchi Governor, Senator Bala Muhammad Abdul Qadr, has assured his support to boost agriculture in the northeastern region of the country. Governor Bala made the assurance in Damaturu during the launch of an agricultural empowerment program by Yobe State Governor Mai Malabuni, aimed at enhancing food security in the state and the country in general. Bala said the event organized by the Yobe State government to encourage farmers across the state and beyond is similar to the one he unveiled recently in Bauchi, thereby promising his total support to rescue the region. While assuring his total support, he said his administration will collaborate with the sister state to ensure food sufficiency in the region and Nigeria at large through commercial agriculture. Bauchi State have yet to receive the 20 truckload of rice promised by the federal government to all the state as the measure to alleviate the lingering food crisis in the country. Lawal Muazu, the senior special assistant on media and publicity to the governor, disclosed this to newsmen in Bauchi. Lawal Muazu said the state is yet to receive the trucks of rice as promised by the federal government, but only heard about the distribution. Meanwhile, the information officer of the Bauchi State Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, Adama Ibrahim, said the rice meant for the state had not arrived. Adama said they are aware that the federal government has allocated 760 trucks of rice to states and that 20 trucks will be sent to Bauchi State, but they haven't received any yet. The Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Abubakar Bununu, has recently said his ministry, in collaboration with the Ministry of Natural Resources, has banned and shut down all illegal mining sites in the state. Bununu said the government has introduced policies that will boost economic growth and make the state an international mineral trading hub. He spelled out some of the successes recorded in his ministry, including the ongoing plans for the provision of oil and gas free trade zone in Alkaleri, partnership to establish a $50 million tin and columbite factory in Toro, and a $500 million cement plant in Alkaleri. He further explained that other achievements include the creation of Bauchi Oil and Gas Academy, as well as the recruitment of 73 staff members. In a related development, Bauchi State Commissioner for Natural Resources, Honorable Muhammad Maiwada Bello, says the state cannot stop the problem of illegal mining. The commissioner said the challenge of the illegal mining is a national issue that is affecting nearly all states rich in natural resources. The commissioner noted that the numerous individuals rely on illegal mining for their livelihoods, and shutting down these operations could lead to unemployment. Bello emphasized that the government is organizing awareness campaigns to educate the public on how to conduct mining activities legally without facing legal repercussions. He stressed that reducing the number of illegal miners requires providing them with employment through licensed mining companies. According to him, there is a need for initiative aimed at curbing illegal mineral movement, enhancing marketing, generating revenue, and creating jobs in the state. And in the foreign scene, Donald Trump held his first campaign on Saturday since surviving an assassination attempt. The Republican president nominee appeared wearing a new smaller fresh-colored bandage over his right ear, which was injured in the attack by a 20-year-old gunman at the rally in Pennsylvania that killed one bystander. Security was reportedly tied inside the Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids, Michigan, amid questions over Secret Service lapses at the Pennsylvania rally. However, there were few visible signs of any greater law enforcement presence. Meanwhile, supporters of Joe Biden continued to defend the embattled president as the calls for him to abandon his campaign grew louder. The 18-year-old and his team have remained publicly adamant that he is staying in the race, although some reports suggest discussions have begun in his inner circle about how exactly he might step aside. Viewers, with this report, we've come to the end of today's URMtv news. But before we go, a quick look at the major stories. You've heard that House of Representatives called Dangote and Lafarge cement factories to order over the rapid increase in the price of cement. Bauchi Governor Bala Muhammad Abdul Qadir to collaborate with sister states to boost agriculture in the northeastern region. Bauchi State Government to establish $500 million tin and columbite factory into the local government. On behalf of the production crew, Muhammad M. Babson, I Ukasharabiu Magama, saying do have a lovely day, and don't forget to join us in our social media handles for more interesting news packages. Thank you.